Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, another vlog of me putting in different clips of me naked, laying in bed, talking about my feelings. I feel like the best way I can explain this is just to use an analogy. So pretend my depression is a valley, and what's causing the depression is this big demon made of other demons. So I'm not crying, my eyes are just watering, but yeah. So I feel like I got in the valley of depression, the shadow of death. It's Bible reference, if you know, you know. But yeah, I feel like I was in the valley and I didn't conquer the demon of demons, you know. And the only way to conquer the demons of demons is go through each demon to just kill the demon internally, kill it from the inside in so it can really die. And I feel like I just buried it alive and I went on to the next season of my life, and it was like a standstill. And I feel like there's just like this something blocking me from going to my prosperity season because I didn't conquer that demon, and I didn't learn what I need to learn by conquering that demon. So I don't have the tools or requirements like a game. When you kill people in Fortnite, you get their stuff. When I kill that demon, I get stuff from it, and I feel like I don't have the stuff that I need to get to that season. So I feel like I'm just revisiting this valley of depression, not as a person who is depressed, but as a person who's just trying to conquer this demon that I buried alive and just skipped over. I feel like the only way that I can find my way out is to pray it out, seek God through it, and He'll give me the strategies and the resources that I need to get out. And I have to go demon by demon, and honestly it's a lot of demons, and some of them I can't even call by name because they're just so deep in there, I just don't even know. But you know, I'm just trying to walk because you know that's what you're supposed to do when you're pregnant, I guess, is walk. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm around cars and I just need to kind of just be aware, you know, being outside and walking alone. You gotta be aware. I just wanted to talk to y'all about some stuff that is going on at the moment, and the only reason why I'm saying this because I feel like this will affect in the long run. Like, this will explain some things later on in my channel, and y'all understand what I'm talking about when it gets there. So basically, my baby's father lied to me about everything about him. So it's like I don't know who he is, and there's been times where I was around him while he was with his boy, his son, and he would do things that was just not okay at all. And with that being said, I'm not gonna just speak too much on it, but with that being said, I just don't trust him with my baby alone, because it's like leaving my baby with a stranger. I told him I would feel more comfortable if he could visit anytime he liked, but it would have to be over to my house, and he can't really go anywhere. And he didn't like that. But it's like, I don't know you at all because you chose to lie. You made up this whole fake life about you, and I don't know you, and I don't really agree with your parenting skills, and you know this. So I mean, what else? What do you really want me to do? Just avoid it and act like, you know, yeah, I trust you, go ahead, be a good father, when honestly I don't think you can do that. So he wasn't just trying to cooperate. He wasn't trying to cooperate and work with me on a schedule for him. I wanted him, if he was to be with him, I just wanted him to be like, certain amount of time at a certain time. He would, he would have reading time, and then other times he would just have learning times where he learned something new or something. I don't know. Just learn something. And then, limited TV time, because I didn't want him to be one of them kids who was stuck to a TV or a tablet. I mean, I still want him to have fun, be a kid. Just wasn't trying to comply with those rules. He said my rules and everything don't apply to his house. When we were talking about getting back together, it was no problem. Like, he loved my plans. Like, he loved that I wanted my child to be smart, eat healthy. He loved that I wanted him to be active and stuff. But now that we're not talking about getting back together, it's like a completely different story, and my rules just don't apply. He gonna raise him how he gonna raise him, and I gotta deal with it. And it's like, I've seen you do some raising, and you lied to me about who you are, and you really think I'm gonna just trust you to raise him how you raise him? And so it just got too complicated. He was trying to be too complicated, and this hurt my feelings because I was trying my best not to rob my child of a father, because that's selfish and childish for me to take a father away from my child just because I didn't want to deal with him. But the fact that you don't have my child's best interest at heart, and you're not willing to, compromise at the least after you've done what you've done, then I just don't feel like you capable of teaching my child to be a man like he needs to be. Taught to be a man. So, as of now, he is blocked. And I told him to just, fuck off. And so, right now, I'm doing this on my own. When I was talking to my so-called friends about it, they said that I was being impulsive, and that which I feel like they don't understand, because they don't have the responsibility of somebody's life. So I really don't think they can understand. And, they said I was being pretty impulsive about the situation because I'm an impulsive person. And honestly, I was an impulsive person, but I have not been impulsive since I graduated high school. Everything I do, I plan it out. I pray about it. And a lot of stuff nobody knows until I prayed about it and thought about it for a whole month to myself. So I don't really think that's impulsive. I think they're either holding on to that old part of me and don't see the growth, or they're just not allowing me room to grow. The fact that they did that, and they tried to kind of gang up on me about it. I don't care about people disagreeing with me. Like, okay, cool, disagree with me if you want, but don't try to make it out to be my fault. And then they even said stuff like, well, you should have met his people first. You should have did this first. This could have been prevented if you would have did this first. And I met his mama. I thought that was good enough, just a mama or something. When they did that, I just blocked them, because it's like, now I'm at a point to where anything I say, you won't understand, because you're not in my position. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that you don't understand because you don't have a child to take care of. You're not pregnant. You weren't lied to by someone with literally their whole life. Their whole life was a lie. Everything they said out their mouth to you was a lie since 6 months ago when y'all met. 7, 8 now? I don't know. But I just feel like they don't understand at all, and it's easy for them to judge me because they don't understand. And they can say all day long they weren't judging me, but they were. I mean, if you read the text, you would see the judgment. But yeah, I just had to cut them off. I cut him off, and I feel good about that. For so long, I feel like God has been telling me to just kind of drift away from them anyway, because the season that they were meant to be in was just kind of leaving. And like, this season right here is meant for me to go on in whatever with him and him alone. Just me and God. Because like I said about the demons and stuff, I feel like it's just the season for me and God. And I don't know, I just feel happier that they're gone and that he's gone. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulders, honestly, because I was just so sad and confused, because I'm like, I don't know if I should cut them off or not. Some telling me to cut them off, but I don't want to be mean, and on paper they're good people, you know, so it's no reason to cut them off, but I just feel like I need to. But now I'm happy. I'm good. Like, I feel good about it. I cried about it all last night, but I just feel good. I don't know. I feel like I'm on the hot right now. Okay. At home, and I got a call from Hibbits earlier where I was supposed to be working, and they said that before I even started working that I got fired because something came back on my background check, and when I checked to see what it was that time that I got arrested in Dallas. And what's stupid about it is I went to jail because my granny said I hit her, and I didn't, when in reality she came to me. I was in the kitchen fixing me some food, and she didn't like it, and she tried to take it from me, and she couldn't, so she threw hot soup on me, and then I threw pancake mix on her, and she came up to me. She threw a glass bowl at me, and it shattered on the floor. She came up to me, and she threatened me, and then she called the police and said that I hit her, and I never hit her. She said I hit her on her neck. I don't know who, and I'm taller than her. I don't know who is taller than somebody goes for the neck of a crippled old lady instead of, I don't know, her head, or maybe just not hit her because she's already crippled. Just trip her or something that'll knock her hip right up out. But, you know, she said I hit her in her neck, and she pressed charges, and so I went to jail on something that I didn't even do. And I just got fired for something that I didn't even do. And later on she asked me, did I know what I do wrong? And no, I don't know what I did wrong. I was trying to fix me some pancakes. So I don't know what I did wrong. But she said, she later on went on to say that she did that to teach me a lesson. She sent me to jail on a false accusation to teach me a lesson, and I just lost my job because of it. And I have to take care of a baby by myself with no job because she wanted to teach me a lesson. That's where I'm at right now. I don't know if this is punishment or what, or some kind of karma, but I haven't did nothing to nobody. I have not did nothing to nobody. I've been trying my best to be considerate and sweet and understanding to everybody, but I keep getting manipulated. I keep getting lied to. I keep just getting bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. And I'm just so tired of bullshit, you know. Because, you know, yeah, there's trials and tribulations. But I've been going through trials and tribulations my whole fucking life. I'm 18. Like, damn, give me a break, you know. How many tests do I need to fucking take? I just feel like every time I feel like stuff is gonna be okay, it just comes at me with something to let me know that I'm playing myself and it's not gonna be okay. That's what I feel like. I feel like every time I try to be happy, try to be positive, it's always bullshit. You know, people will be so quick. Who's on the outside looking in, they'll be so quick, you know, trust God. And it's like, yeah, I'm trusting God. He'll come through for me. But it's just scary. Because you don't see him coming through until the last minute when he actually do come through. I'm just tired. I'm real fucking tired. Alright, y'all. I just took a walk. And I'm back. And on my walk, I just took it to kind of think about some things. Because obviously, I don't know. I was just feeling some type of way. But you know what? I figured I'm good. I'm good. I can find me a job. Either way it go, I'm gonna find a way to get some money. And when I do get some money, yeah. No, it's not. But for real though, when I do get some money, I'm saving it and then I'm buying all my baby stuff. So on my walk, I just figured out that I'm finna suck it up, buttercup, and I'm finna get through this shit. Cause either way you go, I gotta be successful. Before I had a choice, cause like if you don't be successful, then you gonna be decent. But now, since I got a baby on my own, I have to be, there's no other choice. I have to be successful. Like I have to be. Point blank, period. And that's all it is to it, because I got to be successful. And I'm going to set my baby up, my son up to be successful. So we both can be successful. And he ain't never got to cry when you got a baby on the way. I got to teach him the game now. After I learn the game, I have no choice but to learn the game now. And I'm going to play it out. And I got to do what I got to do. I'm not going to ignore my emotions or nothing. I'm still going to tackle these demons, y'all. But at the end of the day, I got to do what I got to do. All right, y'all. I just got out the shower. After having yet another mental breakdown. Y'all, this shit is hard, okay? This shit is hard, okay? I'm going through it right now. But I'm just gonna read my Bible, because you know what? I'm gonna cry a lot, and I know I am. Healing is knowing that you just need to cry it out sometimes. So I'm just trying to be open to not holding back my tears. So if I feel the need to cry, I'm gonna cry. And that's just part of what this is. If you are in the process of getting over something or healing, just cry, girl. Just cry and just try to figure out what exactly is it that you're crying about. And you'll get to, you know, it's not the root, almost there. But at least you get to know why you're feeling what you're feeling, so you can know how to, you know, interact with your emotions, because you know what's up. But I'm just gonna read my Bible, try to get something from the Word. I was reading it in school, but y'all, it just got too confusing. It was a lot of big words that I couldn't pronounce, and then it was just a lot of different places with a lot of different people, and it was just a lot going on, and I was like, wait a minute. But I'm gonna pick back up on that. So, you know, just to show y'all what I'm doing, what my routine is when I'm in distress. But honestly, I'm trying to get in the habit of reading my Bible every morning for at least 10 minutes, because I'm just starting and I don't want to just rush into it with like a whole hour of reading. So I've been already trying to get in the habit of reading my Bible But I realized that it would be important for me to include that in this video, but in these videos when I do read my Bible, because that's part of me healing. I feel like it takes you to get the word, know the word, and get something from the word when you do read the Bible when you're healing, because it'll help you heal. Alrighty, so I didn't get to do my Bible reading last night, and this morning I was not trying to get up. So I'm finna read it. I brought my Bible to school with me, so I'm finna read that right now. I remember being at the place where Abram said to Lot, like, they gotta separate, and that's when he went to a different nation. Apparently, y'all, Abram's wife was so fine that, okay, that's where it was. Abram's wife was, yeah. Y'all gotta read this. So Abram's wife was so fine that when they went to Egypt, the king, Pharaoh, he was like, y'all want her. And so when she was like, so who is this? And if he would have said, if they would have been like, it's my husband, I'm her husband, they would have killed him because he wanted his woman. So they had to lie and say that was her brother the whole time. It's her husband, and she's staying at the crib with Pharaoh. And Abram getting rich off of, what was it, gold, cattle, and land, I think. He just had a lot. He was rich by the time they left. But then he found out that they was lying, so he was like, boot, and they had to get kicked out. Imagine me in that final, like you go to Egypt and Pharaoh wants you. And be like, yeah, if that's your husband, he got to go because I want you. You mine's and mine's only. She must have been fine. I'm basically in Genesis where how the nations got to different nations when he had all his sons, and then they was having kids with their nieces and nephews and they aunties and uncles. I guess they didn't have disabilities then, because I'm pretty sure incest caused a lot of issues. But anyhow, so basically they separated, and then it was just like they eventually had like a whole do that, and everybody was speaking the same language, and I'm pretty sure everybody know, like, then they was like, we're gonna build the tower to heaven, and then God was like, oh yeah, and then he made them speak Babel. It's called Babel because then nobody understand what each other was saying. Like, they was all speaking a different language basically, and that's how different languages got created, and they separated, and then boom, just like that. And then they started having kids with their aunties and uncles and nieces and nephews, and everything just multiplied. And that was before Abram and Lot had went, because he told Abram to just travel, and he been just traveling. And yep, he took Abram, Lot, and his wife. Not Lot's wife, Abram's wife. The one who stole Pharaoh. Dennis. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm alright. So right now it's a battle going on between a whole different kings of a whole bunch of kingdoms. But it's just a lot of names that I can't pronounce, but just know they going to war right now. That's what I was talking about. All these complicated names. Amraphel, Shinar, Ariach, Elazar, Kedalamor. Like, they need nicknames. Like, did they not do nicknames back then or so? Like, I don't know. Kedalamur, king of Elam. King of Elam. Amraphel, Phel. You know? Ariach, Ari. Title, Ta. Bera, B. Bersha, Shay. I don't know. But anyway, if I sit here and read y'all what I'm finna read, then this clip gonna be a good 20-30 minutes long, which is not what we want. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue reading on. I'm just gonna finish the story because it's divided into stories, and every time it's like a new story. Let me find. It's like this. the family tree of Ishmael. That's gonna be the next story. So I'm gonna just stop right there. So I'm gonna read all of this, and it's front and back, small words. So yeah, it's gonna take a little minute. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. So I decided to name this series Becoming Zaya. Like, cause I'm gonna have a few series on my channel that's just gonna be continuous. So with that being said, like, everything has to have a clever name to it. I just can say, get ready with me, da-da-da, or weekly vlog, or weekly update, da-da-da. Like, you know, it gotta have a little ring to it. So I came up with Becoming Zaya because if you've ever watched any of these vlogs, which as of now I have like 0 to 1 view, and I am the 1 view on my vlogs as of now. So I know nobody is watching my vlogs, but when you do start watching my vlogs, and you come upon my channel and you get to binge watching, because when I find a new channel, I usually go binge watching all their videos from the first time they ever start recording videos. And when you do that, you're gonna find this video. But it's Becoming Zaya because, as I've said multiple times to this series, this is me documenting my journey from here to where I'm gonna be at. So when I'm very successful and I'm, you know, just like got people fainting over me, paparazzi trying to, you know, I'm just playing, but for real though, when I get, you know, where I'm gonna be at, then I'm gonna have this this docu-series on my channel of how I came to be, and it's gonna be like actual time. It's not gonna be me going to Netflix and telling my story, you know, just sum it up so it won't be too long. No, like, this is gonna be a whole docu-series of my whole life, excluding high school and stuff, because y'all, high school, I had a YouTube channel, but it was so traumatic. I just deleted the whole YouTube channel and started a new one. But from college to wherever I'm gonna be at, this is just like a docu-series. So that's why I say Becoming Zaya, because I'm becoming who Zaya will be in the future. So yeah, it makes sense. Like, you know, when people get rich, they be like, how I became, you know, Lil Baby or something, you know, because they up there now. So it's like, how did he become who this man is today, known as Little Baby, you know? So it's gonna be like, who did this woman become? How did this woman become as Zaya? Because everybody's just gonna know me as Zaya. So yeah, this series will be called Becoming Zaya. I have came to the conclusion. All right, y'all, update on the baby daddy situation. Not for it though. We're co-parenting. I'm not gonna like go into detail, but we're co-parenting under terms that makes me feel comfortable. That's a worry lifted up off my shoulders, is the fact that I don't have to do it on my own. I do have an interview today with a company in Houston for a social media job that I could do remotely, and I can work whenever, just as long as I get the work done. Then I think I have a shot at this job. I have 2 jobs that I'm manifesting that I think I can get. And I don't have to do this on my own, so that makes me feel a little better. I just wanted to update y'all on the situation because that was part of a lot of my grief, and it would kind of be like, I'm trying to be as transparent on here as I can, because a lot of people, they go on here and say, oh, I want people in my business, but I really don't mind people in my business. I'm an open book because I know I'm gonna overcome it. So when people is in the mix now, when it's chaotic, when I overcome it, they're gonna see like, damn, she was going through hell, and we saw how much hell she was going through, and she's overcame it. So, and it's not even that. It's just the fact that all glory be to God. Like, honestly, I overcame it, but how did I overcome it? Through God. So God gets the glory when everybody have an inside look of my struggles and my perseverance and me overcoming through him. So it's like, when I stand up and say, yeah, I went through that, but I got through it because of God, and all glory be to him, then he can get the praise. I can overcome my struggles, and I can reach out to somebody else out there who's struggling and don't see a way out, and not only encourage them to keep pushing, but also let them know that they're not alone, and teach them a new method that they probably 9 times out of 10 haven't tried. Because you can be in the middle of a hard season, but as long as you're sticking with God, it don't even feel as hard, because you're not the one taking the hits. God fights all of our battles for us. So if we let him, allow him on that front line to fight for us, we won't take no hits. We'll just go through it. So yeah, it won't be easy, but it won't be as hard. All right, y'all. So y'all remember when I was telling you I had 2 interviews? Well, an interview today, and then a job thing was something that I had to do, something else, whatever. The interview was a kind of a flop, but I did get 2 opportunities presented to me. However, they weren't hiring for the position. Let me cover this one. They weren't hiring, so of course I didn't get a job that they weren't hiring for. But yeah, that's the tea for right now. All right, I'm back home, and the other job was a flop as well. Can't say I'm not disappointed, but I mean, at this rate, I'm really not surprised. I feel like everything in my life is just a flop. Every time I get excited about something, it's a flop. So it's whatever. All right, y'all. I'm sorry for the quality. My lighting is not on me right now. It's all the way over there, and I'm using my front camera, which makes it even worse, even though it claims it's still filming in 4K in the front camera, which it is not. So right now I am working on my business plan, and I'm also working on some Makai business plans that I have for him. So I like to keep me a binder and just plan out what products I plan on selling, any kind of collections and all of that. And with this brand, it's actually more than just products, right? It's also a purpose behind it. It's the whole brand is based off of movements and change and making a difference. It's not just about making money. It's not just about a profit. But, you know, if I'm going to devote so much time into it, like, I need to make a profit off of it. You know, I got to make some money. And so then I'm also building some stuff for Kai. Trying to plan out how and when he's going to make each of his incomes. Because I do plan on having him have at least like around about 5 incomes by the time he's like 10. He'll get allowance, you know, when he's like 5, but he'll start, when he starts getting 16, he'll start getting like a lot more money, you know, since he's old enough to work. Like, that's the working age. It's like, now you have to take responsibilities and work. Some of this stuff that I've built for you, you got to maintain it now. You got to build it now, and you're responsible for some of the money. I'm not just going to put it all on him at 16 and he's still going to be in high school. So it's like, you get some of it, but not all of it. And at 18, when he graduates, 17 or 18, if he chooses to go to college, then it'll be the same pace of stuff. But if he don't want to go to college, then he'll get the full workload on. And he'll be handling his own stuff, and he'll be his own boss man. All right, y'all. I've been home from church a little bit. Me and my mama just got home from driving around Eldorado because there's been a shooting down the road. And we were just trying to be nosy. Anyhow, at church, I kind of got a relieving feeling. The preacher was talking about how God knows the desires of your heart. And honestly, I just felt like God was telling me that I didn't want a baby, but loneliness was a big thing for me. And now with a baby, I'll never be lonely, like ever. So, you know, I always have a friend I'll always have somebody to talk to because I don't care what nobody say. My child is my friend. Yes, I will parent them. Yes, I will discipline him. But if I have a little crush, then I'm going to be like, well, let me tell you about this boy. And he's going to be like, what, mama? I'm going to be like, son. So it's his, but you know, like, we're going to be cool. Like, it's going to be respect. Like, we're going to understand the roles. But I don't know. I just kind of, you know, it's just friend thing, you know? Because me and my mama friends, but she's still my mama. Like, I never be like, bitch, you know, because that's my mama. So, you know. So, yeah. That's kind of what I was feeling in church. Everything is happening for a reason. And I'm getting the desires of my heart, just not in the way that I expected, you know. And I also got out of it, I need to stop striving for money. And honestly, that's kind of hard for me because it's like, I only want a big business. Like, yeah, I got passion behind it. But what's really motivating me is the fact that I'm going to be able to take care of my family. And it's like, it's not a selfish reason as to why I want money. But the fact is, that's what I'm striving for, the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will do the extra work for the money. It's not a selfish reason, but it's still about the money. And I feel like God just want me to start striving for what he wants me to do, like, in my life. Because it's his purpose for me, and because it'll add to the kingdom of God, and not because it'll add to my bank account and help me take care of my family, because he can take care of my family. He can give my family what I want to get him, because that's part of the true desires of my heart, for my family to be straight. And I feel like he was telling me, like, I'm going to take care of them because that's what you want. And the money going to come with it, but I want you to just desire to and do this because it's what I'm calling you to do, not because it'll make you some money. Alright, everybody, I am in the testing center, and this time I actually have work to do, so I came a little bit early so I can go ahead and get started because my class started at 11. But I dressed up today because I have a doctor's appointment today, and I'll be doing some blood work to find out my gender a little bit early so we can go ahead and start buying stuff. Period. Don't play with her without the backpack. Because get into the back, get into the booty. Period. It is Friday, which means it's my rest day, but I'll be cleaning and washing today. And guess what? My package from Amazon came in. So I've been on this weight gain journey for about 3 years now, and really way more. But for the sake of my integrity, we're just gonna say for about 2 to 3 years now. And I did gain weight. Okay, y'all, I gained a lot of weight and I was plump. And I was like, yeah. But then anxiety and depression started to creep in, and I lost all of that weight within the span of 1 to 2 months. So now I'm trying to pay back up on that. So with me being pregnant, it's going to be a lot easier for me to gain weight. I'm naturally going to gain weight. And plus I'm going to just be like, have a bigger appetite. So that's also going to add to my weight gain. But protein powder was about the only thing that worked for me. But I knew I couldn't just be eating no any kind of protein powder. So one of the things I got from Amazon was this protein powder by Pink Store. That's for pregnant women. And it's a pregnancy protein stingy with protein and collagen. No, it's Pavine, collagen, protein, and more. And it's real clean. This brand have been featured in multiple magazines and blogs, so it's good, y'all. And I made the smoothie with frozen raspberries, water, and apple juice, and I put a scoop and a half of this just to start off with because I didn't make a lot, y'all, so I'll be drinking on that all day. I didn't mean to make that much though. So let's taste it, see what's up. I like raspberries, and I really taste the raspberries, so I really like it. 10 out of 10. I don't know if I've said this on a vlog before, but my face has been breaking out so bad, and honestly, it's taking a toll on my confidence, and I'm concerned about it. And also, with me being pregnant, my body is going through changes. Like, with me gaining weight, if I don't properly moisturize and wash and all of that, my body is going to produce a lot of stretch marks. And I've had stretch marks before. And the stretch marks that come on my body is not the same tiger stripes that I see on Instagram, okay? They're not cute on me, and I don't want them. But instead of me trying like a whole bunch of new stuff at once, I want to try it piece by piece. What came in was this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream, some bio oil, grapeseed oil, and some Aveeno Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer. And I tried it out on my hand, like, because why not? I had to try it out, and look how hydrated it looks. I used it in the order I would on my body. I used the oils, then the body gel cream, and y'all look at it. It's not oily, but it's glowing, like, and it seeps in. Like, my hand is not oily. It's like, it just looks hydrated and moisturized. So I'm very excited to see my whole body like this in my face while it's clearing up and evening out. So I reached my second trimester today. I'm 14 weeks, and I said I was gonna start working out once I reach my second trimester, because I just didn't want my body to go completely downhill, and I do want to build my muscles up while I'm gaining weight. I will start working out Monday, which will be in the next vlog.